Bolivia, a country that has had over 190 coups in its lifetime.
Nice.
It was founded in the name of a
They're the worst.
in the name of a revolutionary.
How many have we had? 63? Would that be considered a coup?
January 6th.
Maybe 2. So a general in the Bolivian military attempted a coup d'etat on the presidential palace on Wednesday. It lasted about 3 hours, and then his own soldiers arrested him. I have the article right here from VT.com. Bolivian general fails a coup attempt, is arrested by his own soldiers. Let me just play the clip so you see with your own eyes what this looks like. This is them raiding the president's palace.
Nuevamente el vehículo está entrando esta tanqueta prácticamente a Casa Grande, a Palacio Quemado, está ingresando, ha roto prácticamente la puerta a este vehículo que está fuertemente armado. Ha roto la puerta, hay bastante uso de agentes químicos en este sector. Ustedes observan cómo ha quedado la puerta. Está prácticamente destrozada. Este vehículo ha destrozado la puerta
So these are his men
de
going
Palacio
to the doors
Quemado.
after that armored car
Hay
just rammed
personas
it
que ustedes
open.
observan que están
These are
tratando
the
de
generals, boys.
And these are all the
entendemos
guys
que
who
lo van
will
a abrir
arrest him in a
nuevamente.
matter of...
Han abierto
They're gonna
la
arrest the
puerta
president?
de Palacio
No, the
Quemado.
general.
Este vehículo ha roto.
In a
Why
few
they-
hours.
Ustedes han visto en imágenes.
They arrest him?
Yeah.
Y nuevamente los militares ya toman prácticamente Palacio Quemado.
So wait, this is
So
all
they'll
a
start
show.
filing
Hace
it.
algunos minutos
All right, you can
no
pause it there.
podíamos-
So wait, so let me get this straight. So the general brings all these guys, excuse me.
Yeah.
They're going to go to get the president to take him out.
Yes.
But then the guys go, you know what? We don't like
Never
it.
mind. I don't like this new guy.
This is not cool.
Yeah,
You gave
so-
us the wrong orders.
So the report is so hilarious from AP. They're like, so they started realizing it when all these soldiers started showing up who weren't supposed to be at those posts. They were like, wait, why is that guy here?
Oh, it's
And they
so-
just started like trickling into the main courtyard, the plaza. And then all of a sudden they just started gathering in larger and larger numbers with riot shields.
Holy
and then
shit.
these armored cars pull in and start doing that. But while the general is breaking down the doors and sending his guys into the building, the president is still in the building doing a broadcast saying, I'm not going anywhere, everything's fine, and we're going to bring this guy to justice. So apparently the general was just recently fired by this guy.
Yeah.
And the current president, whose name is Luis Acre, I believe is how you pronounce that, he replaced Evo Morales is this socialist who is in charge of Bolivia, right? Humberto, you're going to have to help me out here.
Yes.
So the socialist guy was in there from like 2008 to 2018, something like that, 2019. And then he was replaced by an interim government of conservatives.
After a coup.
After a coup. So
Another one.
you can't change the government without a coup in this
Yeah.
country, basically.
Yeah.
So this
They're
is what
cuckoo
happens-
for coups.
This is what happens when you don't have police.
Which I'm not against.
No,
I'll
not again.
explain.
Whatever. If something you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, so basically, this new guy comes in who's not Morales. He's a part of the same socialist party, but he was his finance minister, and he's basically claiming, like, Morales is stupid, I can fix the economy. All of Morales' people, though, are still hanging around the government and in Congress and everything, and this general was one of those guys.
Oh, shit.
The general is on the old boss's side. They're all socialists, but
Yeah.
the old boss's side. And now he is rebelling against the new boss who just fired him. So then he immediately, within hours, replaces the guy with a new army commander who then just tells the soldiers to stand down. They listen, and then now he's arrested along with everyone else. Who participated
Dude,
in
that's
this.
so. What a clown show.
All right.
The weirdest part of this, though, is that the general, when he was making his announcements, he was saying, we're going to restore democracy to this country. This is a lawless place, and we're going to basically create real communism where you will get all the goodies you've been promised and all the
Yeah.
welfare you've been promised. And then he says something strange. He says, the president told me to do this. He's like basically saying, like, the president is asking me to save him from the tall tower.
Yeah.
And I'm on the president's side. And then apparently people, in replies to the article I wrote, were saying, like, people from Bolivia were like, yeah, they were on TV playing basketball like 5 days before. This is all a charade. This is all a joke. So I'm just trying to figure out what's going on here.
It is. Let me explain. Luis Arce, that's the name of the president.
Okay.
He staged all this. Like, this is
Staged it.
He staged the whole thing. You know, the general woke up with like strong Hugo Chavez vibes.
Yeah.
He's like, okay, we're gonna do this. You saw the coup attempt. Come on.
That was the
Come on.
worst.
Like, I don't know if we're going to put it on screen, but I can show
truck
you.
barely even hit the door, and they had to rip it off.
I can show you the greatest coup. That was the Chilean coup. It was wonderful.
Nice. Like, you watch it on rerun?
Oh, I
You
watched it
showed
on
me it.
rerun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
it was
Chilean
greatest,
coup? What year
yeah,
was this?
This was 1973 when they took out the communists. They brought planes. They bombarded the whole thing.
Kelly's probably looking for it right now. So let's, while she's
Greatest
doing
coup ever made. But anyhow, to give you a little context, Bolivia probably is among the worst countries in the planet. Like, it's not worth a cent. It's landlocked. Chileans, after the Pacific War, we took it over, and we gave it back. Like, we gave it. That's how bad Bolivia is. We took over the Bolivian territory, and we're like, there's nothing worth anything here. You guys can have it.
Oh, God,
all
that
right.
sucks.
And people are. Like, ugly doesn't describe the average looking Bolivian. It's the worst place.
Bad?
They have no manners. You know, they poop on the street.
They poop on the
They
street?
do. It's terrible. It's terrible. So, this
I
is
love inter-South American war.
what? Oh no, they're the worst
The
country.
shit talking you guys.
Okay, imagine that McDonald's is the only market they weren't successful in because they didn't understand the concept. Like,
What?
if McDonald's doesn't work in your country,
You're screwed.
you're the worst country. Sorry, I don't make the rules. I don't make the
They
rules.
literally make Happy Meals.
To be fair, I've
I mean,
always
how-
wanted to poop on the street.
I've always wanted
mean-
to. Every time I get mad sometimes when I see a dog shitting and the person just standing there. I'm like, why do I'll get arrested if I do
Right.
that.
And the dog looks at you like, what's wrong?
Yeah, what's up with you, bro? I'm higher in the food chain than you, bitch.
The only good thing about Bolivia is the salt flats, and that's naturally occurring. They didn't have any hand on that. Okay, so this guy Luis Arce, his popularity was going down the drain. My mother called me. You know, she's like, "Hey, did you hear that it's a coup in Bolivia?" I was like, "Again?"
Yeah, that's
like
it.
again, seriously. So he knew a coup was coming, a real one. So he coup himself.
Yeah,
You know,
reverse coup.
he reverse coup himself, so he didn't get the big coup, the actual coup with actual guns
Got
and
you.
shooting and firing and.
But is he protected by his presidency? Where is his
Well,
army?
the thing is that
The same one.
there is yeah.
Same guy that just
it's the same guy.
recycle hats.
There's a you know, everything starts in Cuba, all right, and we have Chavez, we have the Cuban regime, we have all those things. They all
The
work.
Harvard of communism.
Yeah, they all work together, and they want to get into that lane because they work along. You have the Sao Paulo Forum that they plan all these things.
Yeah.
And he wasn't popular enough, and the people were in line with what Hugo Chavez and now Maduro is doing. So they want to get back into that lane. After that government, from the last coup, that was a conservative government, and they were actually fixing Bolivia. And that was gaining momentum. So they put this guy in power, you know, because elections are fake there.
Of course. Well, they're
Shit country.
Not so much here too. So
They're fake anywhere.
We're on the way.
they're on the way.
Now,
That's why it's important to know about South America because that's where we're gonna be.
That's where we're coming, right, Rob?
I can barely Bolivia it. Okay. Walk
Nice.
out.
but Jesus.
And I've sat quietly,
He's
and
a
that's
pro-
the best I could come
he's
up
a
with.
professional
Amazing,
comedian. But now back, like I'm done trashing Bolivia. They might be onto something. And my one of my favorite philosophers, Hans Hermann Hoppe, in his book, he
This is a real
argues.
philosopher this
Yeah,
time.
this is a real
Not Baron.
philosopher this time. This is a Bear Girls. He argues for coups, for changing government power. No more elections. No more elections. Just a coup that happens every now and then. Because if you imagine, because like that's what happens with Biden. We have a weak leader that's barely there, and democracy allows weak people to get into positions of absolute power. And you don't want a weak leader in general. Like anyone that can put together enough guys, enough resources to take over the government, he has my vote.
Yeah, he probably,
you know,
he
has
probably knows
my
how
vote.
to do a thing or two.
Yeah, he
knows
might
how to
know.
work.
Like at least he's crafty.
Yeah.
You know, he's really good at doing charts and Gants and everything. Because
Yeah.
having a civil war is not easy.
No, you
Like,
need charts.
people-
you have to have charts.
People in the Middle East nowadays they make it look too easy to have
Yeah.
a civil war.
Well, at least whoever's in power, they obviously got the job done, right? So,
Yeah, whoever's in charge. Yeah.
Like at least he did something to get to power. You know, I don't know how I feel about democracy anymore.
I could see this Acer guy being like, you know what'll make me look good if I can prevent a coup.
Ah.
It was
See?
pitching him.
See? No,
now
but-
you're
this.
thinking.
I just
But
arrested this
actually,
dude.
it sounds like I'm joking around. Like credible sources came out saying that this coup was actually staged.
Stage. It's-
And-
it looks like it.
And yeah, that's what it
boost
is.
numbers.
That's Bolivia. And in 2 or 3 episodes now, we're gonna have a second queue and a third
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
So we will never run out
Hey,
of Bolivian
babe,
queues.
say what you want though. Great cocaine.
Yeah.